Now then, boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here, and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 22 Inter Milan career mode, where things are going pretty peachy at the moment. We are currently finding ourselves in the title race, which is exactly what we wanted, weirdly, with Roma and Napoli. So, I mean, Jose Mourinho's doing great things right with Roma there, and Juve actually performing horrendously in this save. But yeah, they're the title challenges that we have at the moment. But we do feel like a team that can compete at the top. But also major injuries coming now in the back line. And we've had the same thing happen in Salford. I think maybe I'm just cursed at the moment. I've got a little bit of bad luck, and my centre-back seem to be getting injured a lot. Hopefully we can avoid any more injuries in this episode. The lucky thing is, we're not actually far off January. In fact, we should get into January in this episode. And there's question marks. Do we sign anyone? Do we sign another centre-back? Our players are going to come back, but De Vrij had a major injury. It's not a short one. He's pretty much out for the season. So I think a centre-back is a must. We've got a little bit of cash. We've got a little bit, not a lot. So we're probably going to have to use that in order to bring in another centre-back into the squad just for cover, because we can't really afford to have one of our best centre-backs out with the European push. I don't believe we've got the knockout game yet, because we've still got to play against Fenerbahce, but we're top of the group and through. So it's done, dusted. We don't have to worry. We're not even going to play that Fenerbahce game. We're probably going to kick things off in this episode by taking on Juve. But you guys should kick off this episode by smashing the subscribe button if you haven't already, as well as hitting the like button, and follow me on Twitter. It's at Yorkiemann. Twitch as well if you want, but follow me on Twitter. Not enough of you guys follow me on Twitter, and that's where I post about absolutely everything, and even stuff that's going on in the life of me. If you want a little bit of a sneak peek under the hood, that's probably the best place to follow me. Fairly decent news, I guess. I'm not really sure if I want to use him or not. I'm still 50-50 on Brozovic, but he is back from his injury. We'll get him back in training, hopefully get his sharpness up. Again, though, I'm just so 50-50, and Hakan now is getting frustrated without the game time. And I've made my mind up. I'm not going to give him the game time he wants. Barella's come back now, so that's changed a lot as well. We're actually going to transfer list Hakan. Now, this is not a reflection on my opinion on him in real life. I think he's brilliant in real life. I just can't get anything out of him in this save. He's just one of those players, again, that I'm really struggling to get to grips with, to use. I had the same thing with Madison. We're having the same thing here with Hakan. Sometimes you're going to have players like that. We got it with Brozovic. Brozovic is a really well-rated CDM. He's a fantastic player. He's a fantastic player in real life. But for me, I just get way more out of 80 rated Oliver Skip. He just, I don't know, he just suits how I want to play more than what Brozovic does. Now, if we do let Brozovic go and Hakan, then replacements for those positions will definitely be needed. Brozovic isn't so much of a worry because we've got Gravenberch, we've got Sensi, we've got Barella, we've got Ceballos, and Oliver Skip. We're actually quite stacked at centre mid. Barella can cover the cam position as well, so that kind of sorts that out. He does want a new contract, so we'll sort that right now. And have him wanting to leave anytime soon. So, I don't know. I don't feel like we're forced here at the minute to just frantically go out and get deals done. But I do think if we're going to compete in the Champions League and the league this season, and maybe not end up doing a third year, then we probably will need reinforcements. We're going to sim this game against Fenerbahce now. Now, it's a 3-point gap, so we are basically top of the group. But who knows? Because I think it goes on head-to-head in Champions League. I could be completely wrong. I mean, that doesn't particularly change my mindset on this one. I still want to win it. This is going to be a starting 11. Martinez and Scamacca next to each other. Weirdly, Scamacca has been linked to Inter Milan, actually, recently in real life. So that was a suggestion from one of you guys. Perfect. Thuram, Mbaku, Correa, Ceballos, Skip. The Ambrosios in the back line. Again, we've got some serious injuries in that back line. So yes, that's going to have to be a position that we just fix, and we fix it as quickly as possible. 2-2 does mean we finish top of the group. Scamacca and Thuram with a goal. Transfer bid now from Bayern Munich for Hakan, and it's a pretty tasty bid, 32.6, but they reckon we can get more. He hasn't played much, so I'm not going to push this too far because he's not in fine form. He's not playing, so I don't particularly think he'd warrant a huge price. But maybe if I could get 38 million, something around that, that'd be pretty decent for us. We will get that. Bayern Munich, I kind of already know, have the money. I'm sure he'll do a good job there. Hopefully he accepts a contract. There's 105k back on the wages as well. Another transfer offer now for Hakan is in high demand now. It's going to be PSG, so we're going to negotiate this one. So I'm going to push it that little bit further. I'm going to go for 40 million. Money bags PSG are in for him. We're going to try and get 40 million for him. He is in hot demand at the moment, and they're going to pay the 40 million. So now I'm kind of hoping that he goes to PSG ahead of Bayern Munich, but either one of them would be really good deals for him and for me. Here we go, then. We can't miss an opportunity to take on Juve and to beat them. Now, I'm not sure about these kits. Do these kits work for us? Maybe I should be in the white. I'm just not sure about Juve's kit. I mean, that's just not their kit, is it? I think we'll just put them in the white for this one today. I can't wait to have Juve back in the game. I think EA have signed a license with Syria to have them back next year. I'm not sure. I read that. Could be completely wrong. Would it be good to have them back in the game? Because it seems at the moment that PES or eFootball, they're not really doing anything with it because the game is just awful. So hopefully that's, you know, the move that happens for us when we get proper Italian football back in without having to mod. We're going as full strength as possible for this one, to be honest with you. Depay and Martinez up top together, Barella in behind. Can't really get any stronger than this. Bastoni's back in the team, which is great to have him back. Of course, the Rise, the player that's going to be missing for the rest of the season. Bastoni back in the team from a little bit of a knock, so don't want to push him too much. There is a centre-back on the bench if we need to make that change. This is the Juve side. Pogba's found himself back at Juve. De Ligt is going to play right mid and McKinney's going to play right mid. Sorry, De Ligt's going to play right back. So, you know, the usual. I promise you, eventually we will get a second. I mean, the fact that we have to do this is ridiculous, but eventually we will get a second controller. Vlahovic up top. He's been a beast. He was a beast for them today. I actually watched them earlier today, and I think he's got a brace. Dybala looked really good in that game as well. Unfortunately, he won't be there for Juve next season. They're sixth in the league. They're not playing well, although I believe they've improved their team. I think this could be a massive victory for us in the title race. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, though, and we should actually have the Champions League draw after this, so we can take a cheeky peek, see who we're going to be playing in the Champions League. Kind of hoping it's going to be an easy draw. We did all right last year, didn't we, to be honest with you? Revenge against Man City would be nice, but maybe if it was in the final. I don't really want to play them over two legs again. That was pretty difficult. They were not easy games to play, if I'm being 100% honest. I enjoyed them, I guess you could say that, but it was very difficult at the same time. Damsgaard there now. He's going to keep his run going as well. What can Memphis Depay do? I need him to peel off his man a little bit. He does in the end. He's not great ahead in the football. That was always going to be hard, and Gravenberch nearly gets there. They're going to have an injury here. Is Gravenberch going to get to that? He's not. I need Oliver Skip to kind of come up and collect it. Vlahovic has made a mess of that. They've got a man down. I don't know who it is. Skip. Gravenberch. Pings that one over. That is lovely. Barella. Oh, what a save from Chesney. Now, what will be interesting here is if they make a sub. It doesn't appear like they are. So, Kostic is the injured party. I didn't realise they signed him. Great player. Bastoni, he's not going to win that over De Ligt. So, Kostic is the injured man. And Lautaro Martinez. Good footwork from him. He's always a danger, isn't he? I love using Lautaro Martinez. Probably my favourite player to use on this year's FIFA. Damsgaard now. Good ball across Depay. Oh, what a finish. Depay's slowly getting up there as my second favourite player to use. He's been unreal in this save. I think he's the top goal scorer. Lautaro's injury definitely helped Depay getting into the first team as quickly as possible. I wasn't sure how much Depay was going to play right off the bat. He might have played some at Cam as well, but he's been brilliant. Good build-up there. Good little step over, or just letting the ball go through from Gravenberch, which I think confused everybody. Depay outside of the foot. Lovely finish. Well, what a well-worked team goal. Vlahovic now has done really well there. Oliver Skip cuts that one out. That was last ditch. I think they would have been in there if Oliver Skip doesn't get a touch on that. Skip then into Lautaro. Lautaro wanted it into his feet quickly for Memphis Depay with a great shot. Well saved, Chesney. I remember now, Chesney's really difficult in the goal, so it's not going to be easy for us to beat him. Might have even killed that top bins on a different day. Maybe. Oh, what a save. Taro now. Back to Gravenberch. Finds Nicolo Barella. Good step overs from Barella. He's going to try and play in Gravenberch. That's a great touch. Gravenberch! Oh my god, I thought that was going to hit the back of the net. Side netting. He was a great suggestion, by the way. I'm sure we're going to use him just over a long period of FIFA just because of how good he is and how good he's going to continue to be, and maybe where he moves in the future. We're probably going to get to use him a lot. But he's one of the best suggestions you guys have given me. Well, just before halftime could be good, though. Vlahovic now is going to get a goal just before halftime. It's the first time we've seen Juve go through. And it is Dusan Vlahovic with the goal. He was great for us in that Spurs series, wasn't he? Until he got a big injury. But that's frustrating, because we've had all the possession. We've had all the shots. And we've had 6 shots to their 1. Which is the goal they've just scored. Right before the halftime whistle always gets me as well. That's just one time you really don't want to concede. You just have to focus now. We're by a country mile the better team here. If I keep playing the way we are, keep creating the chances, we will find the back of the net again. And hopefully that will be enough to tide us over. I just never feel safe without having a 2-goal cushion. Barella pings that one over. Lautaro Martinez! Oh, I thought he was going to score right at the start of the second half. Great save. The ball inside to Memphis Depay. Depay waits and waits. Gets it to Barella. Barella then pings it across to Lautaro Martinez. Oh my God, he's put it beyond the post. That is just not like him. And number 10 smashes that beyond the post. I can't believe that. Dumfries then back across to Memphis Depay. Who's just going to dink it over to Barella. Oh, what a save from the keeper. Szczesny's keeping him in this. He really is. Szczesny is just keeping them in this game at the moment. They are living on the edge. And Szczesny is the man that's keeping them in the game. Oh, Bremer's gone down injured. Why me? Why the centre-backs? I've only got 3 decent centre-backs right now. Well, just why Bremer? There we go. He's injured. Hopefully bruised shoulder. And see now. What, that run of Memphis Depay? He's in again and he scores again. Of course he does. It's Memphis Depay. It's the Memphis Depay show this season. 2-1 into Milan. What a ball in from Sensi. Just spotted the run perfectly. Plays it in. No one's picking him up. And he's always going to score that. Don't know how this game is the scoreline that it is. I've just got no clue. No clue whatsoever. Sensi's come on and looked good as well, to be fair to him. That's a great ball into Depay and across to Perisic, the substitute. I don't know how Szczesny's doing it. I don't know what they feed him because he's saving everything. Absolutely everything. Moise Keane's going to come on now for Arthur. That's a very offensive change. We got to use him in that Newcastle series. He was great, Skriniar. Mind blown. Szczesny saves it. What a surprise. The Szczesny show. That was a tongue twister as well. That was really hard to say. I'm not going to do that to myself ever again. Dumfries! Oh my God, I thought that was in. I genuinely thought that was in. Denzel Dumfries thought that was in as well. I can't believe that's gone over the bar. There they come right at the end of the game. Vlahovic plays that one into Rashford. Bastoni up against Rashford. And Locatelli is going to make it 2-2 in added time. They've had 2 shots, I think, in this entire game. And Juve are just going to nick a point here from us. Absolutely shocking. When you think about the chances we've had, Szczesny's given them that opportunity, if I'm being honest. But let's be honest with ourselves here, FIFA, EA. Let's just be honest with ourselves. 15 shots for us, right? 15 shots. 2 for Juve. The game finished 2-2. Okay, no worries, not a problem. That seems legit. Now, let's just see how long Bremer's going to be injured for. 5 days. Prayers were answered. We got very lucky there. Let's see who we're going to take on in Europe. Oh, it's going to be Chelsea. So we didn't get lucky, did we? Chelsea in the Champions League. Oh, great. Easy draw is what I asked for, didn't I? That's second in the league, though. We're still fighting for the title. There's going to be easier games coming up. I'm probably just going to calendar sim this Spezia game. We're going to get Hakan out, and then we're going to start shopping for his centre-back. We should get the win here against Spezia. We do. 2-1 victory. So good news. Hakan went to PSG. So we get 37 million for that one. That's really good news. I'm sure he'll do well there. And we can now start looking for a centre-back and a cam, maybe replacement centre-mid. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we look at the transfer list. Kind of see who we've got on that list. And I can mull that over. I've also made the decision that Diambasia won't get another contract. And neither will Perisic. Just where they are now is just where we're trying to move away from. We gave them the extra year, and I'm glad that we could do. Now, I would have given Edin Dzeko an extra year if he weren't retiring, and Danovic is in a similar situation. So here's the transfer list. These are options that we can go with. These are options I've got to choose from, obviously, in order to strengthen the team in this window. Now, centre-back is all important, and for the relative price. I'm trying to be smart with the transfer business we do. We've had our huge signing, Memphis Depay. We've had that already. The starting 11, when we can put the main starting 11 out, is unreal. It's unreal. So we're kind of basing this off players that are going to come in, do a job, but don't need to be starting every game. So I am looking at Milinkovic. I'm looking at Jason Denayer, Everton, Aston Villa. Those are definitely players we could go for. Nunes would be great. I feel like his price would have been steeper than that. So Nunes is another player I'm going to be looking at. I like the idea of Gabriel, but he's recently moved to Dortmund. So that's not a move we'd make. When it comes to Cam, I've got no idea. I don't know what I want to do in the centre of the park. I have been mulling over Yves Bissouma because we could bring in Bissouma. Brazovic could go as well. I kind of like that deal. Kamara, I would have loved, but it's off the table now that he's an AC Milan player. There's no chance. Berardi, I love the idea of as well. He's just some experienced Italian international to bring into the team. You might need him for those big games, especially with Chelsea coming up. Again, we are in a position where in the center of the park, we don't want to go ridiculous. So Nicolo Ravella young Italian would suit us to a T. You can play CDM and centre mid, and then I would probably still want someone who is a little bit more offensive. I like the idea of Luis Alberto just because I really like Luis Alberto, but yeah, I think that's in my head as well, that we still need someone who's a little bit more offensive, but there's not really anyone that stands out on the list as a cam, so I think I'd rather just play Barella and Correa as our cams, and even Memphis Depay could play there if needed. There we go then. Window is open. Hakan has gone. Sanchez has gone. Let's see the budget we're going to be left here with now. I think it's going to be decent. 77 million, 166k on the wages, which doesn't seem correct because 105 was from Hakan, and I'm pretty sure Alexis Sanchez was on higher wages, so I'm not quite sure how it's worked that one out right there. I'm not sure about that, but it is what it is. Let's go here instantly. I'm not going to mess about. We've got a game coming up against Udinese, so I'm just going to go straight in there and sign a centre-back. And I think my preferred centre-back is Jason Denayer. I think. I like him. He's going to be out of contract, obviously. 24 million. Seems like a really good fee. Did well, you know, there in France. Let's see if we can bring him to Italy and he can do a job here for us. There's no doubt his transfer value plays a huge part in this. The fact that he's just as cheap as that is absolutely crazy. Imagine his contract wouldn't be too ridiculous either. I mean, he was on a decent wage. I think it's going to have to be important. I'm tempted with flirting with the idea of rotation there, but I'm not sure I could convince him with that. We'll go for 4 years. Yeah, he's going to take a pay cut. I kind of thought that that was going to be the case, but yeah, he's going to take a huge pay cut. That's a lovely pair of pairs. And we're going to accept that. That's a great deal for us. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm still going to think about what else we're going to do, but we're going to leave it there for now. Board is super happy with me. Let's get through some more games. Tempted by the AC Milan game, but we've already played them. We played them so many times. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to play the Atalanta game and maybe the Roma game. I just don't want to always play the same sides. I feel like that gets a little bit boring. Maybe we try and get to the Chelsea match. Got a transfer offer here, though, for Skriniar at 88 million. Manchester City. We're going to reject that for now. If that gets up into the 100 millions, we'll probably have to accept it. Hopefully we push on here and beat Sampdoria as well. We will do 2-0, and getting through in the cup would be nice. I wouldn't mind another cup trophy. 2-1 victory there. I'm putting him on the list, but we have got a transfer bid for Brazovic. To accept it. I feel like it's fate. I feel like 42.8 million is good for a 30-year-old as well, especially a 30-year-old that's not really favoured by the manager. This has kind of forced my hand a little bit, and I'm glad it has. So we are going to accept this one for Brazovic. Right, so this is the starting 11 for the Milan derby. We're going to sim this one. It feels weird simming it, but I don't want you watching the episodes and just see me play the exact same teams every time. We're getting to a stage where this is going to progress a little bit quicker because the squad that we've got right now is extremely good. Hopefully it's good enough to beat AC Milan here. And it's not. We lose it 1-0. It seems like a really tight game. Brahim Diaz scoring in the 10th minute, and we just couldn't find a way back. Right, Brazovic has gone. So we're going to sign that replacement for him now. And I've got a hefty bid for Bayern Munich for Bastoni. Again, that is not enough for Bastoni, the 23-year-old Italian international. So good in this team. There's no way I'm selling him for that. Now, my instinct is get a CDM / centre mid. And Locatelli would be the greatest of them. He's expensive, though, and I don't want to spend that money. Yves Bissouma, again, would be extremely good. Taking him from Brighton would kind of make sense. But part of me wants to stick to this young Italian idea and bring in Nicolo Ravella. But that's exactly what we're going to do. Seems like the style of transfer we've kind of gone for in this series as well. Like, if you see some of the players we picked up in the team, we've gone to other Italian sides, picked up some of their young talent, and then I guess doing what Juve and Bayern Munich do through the years, right? They pick up some of the best talent from teams in their league. Then those talents end up progressing to be stars in their squad. This would fit the bill for that as well, bringing in Ravella. So he's going to accept rotation as well. He only wants 3 years. I'll just accept it. I mean, we'll just give him a new contract. I don't even think we'll be going on that long. It's not a massive wage either. That's transfer number 2 of this window done. So far, pretty happy window. Now, I still am thinking about Berardi. I know we don't necessarily need anyone on the right. I just think with Chelsea in the Champions League, that quality. And I've always had this thing in my brain that I can't believe he's still there at Sassuolo, and he deserves a holy checkbook. He deserves a move. Barella, 142 million. I'm going to say no. He's our captain. I'm going to say he's untouchable. We are able to do that a lot more in this Inter Milan series. We are a team at this current moment in time that might win Serie A and that might win the Champions League. So we have to bear that in mind. There's not many teams that we would sell to unless we had to. I think in our situation at the moment, we don't have to sell, especially not to Atletico Madrid. And that's not even a slant on them. I think they're great. So Handanovic is probably going to go to Sassuolo to end his career. We're going to take on Atalanta. I feel like when we play against Atalanta, it's usually a pretty crazy game. Now, I do have in my mind that we are taking on Roma only a few days from there. So I've been as smart as possible with the starting 11. Depay, Scamacca, Correa, Ceballos, Skip, Thuram, and Baku. Lautaro Martinez does not travel with us. Ravella makes the bench. This will be the first time we get a look at Danea. Back-to-back hard home games then for this episode is what we've chosen. Don't know why. Didn't plan that, but it's where we are now, and it's what we've got to take on. Now, this might be a rotated Inter Milan side. This is still a very strong Inter Milan side. This Atalanta team is not playing anywhere near the Atalanta team we saw there in season number 1. As Oliver Skip does brilliantly to cut that out. And look at how far back Correa is there. Pings that one into Oliver Skip. Scamacca's found Thuram. Oh, he's offside. I thought he was on. I thought we weighted that perfectly. I thought Thuram was on and he was in. He's been a dangerous player for us. I'm not sure. That angle just does not look... They look neck and neck. That to Skip. Oh, we've got the runner here. Memphis Depay. Surely Memphis Depay. Oh, what a save from Musso. Usually when he's in that position, I'm screaming 1-0. This time round, I was not. Hoffman now. Out wide for Atalanta. That's a good ball in. What is that from Anana? I mean, if you're coming for it, grab it. Kovacic will make it 1-0. But if you're going to come for the football, Anana, grab it. Punch it. Do something. Don't be wide open there in that position. I didn't call him out. It just makes no sense. He's just come... Like, why? You come for it, and he's just all at sea. Absolutely all at sea. Kind of running the midfield at the moment for them. What's going on here? What's going on there? Oh, my God, we get a little bit lucky. No idea what that defending was. It was as if players don't like playing offside. Didn't let me change to Bastoni there, which was really infuriating. A Campos now. This could be dangerous. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Danea there. That's not a good start for him. It's in these positions, we've not really particularly been good here. Scamacca's going to be outbeaten. He's having a very, very poor first half. This now needs to be a complete different performance in this second half. ADT post that one through to Campos. Luckily for us, it's Bastoni up against him. Went through the legs of Bastoni. Thuram should win that. What's that from Correa? This is a terrible header back. Campos now against Oliver Skip. Thuram. Skip on Campos again. To be honest with you, we might need some subs there. In fact, we do need some subs. I'm slowly starting to regret not bringing Lautaro Martinez, if I'm being honest with you. Edin Dzeko has been our saviour before. Maybe he'll be our saviour again. Also, Baku basically hasn't existed in this game, which is a shame because he has been really good for us. Not in this match. Not in this match. So, we'll bring him off. Hopefully, this man here on the football, Denzel Dumfries, have a bit of an impact. Might have one right here because I might have Memphis Depay in. Memphis Depay now. Across. And we're back in the game just like that. Correa. And, well, what an instant impact that is from Denzel Dumfries. All it really does is just take one of those really good balls in behind to Depay and then we cut them wide open. And Correa's scored a few this season. He just eased that one in gently. A little bit nervous for a second because it seemed to go in extremely slowly. But nonetheless, it hit the back of the net. And he's Ceballos there. That is great. Denzel Dumfries has to play an early ball in. And I have noticed with most players now, if you do not take a touch, it's not happening. The pass just isn't happening. In old FIFAs, you used to be able to do that. I'm not saying that's a negative either. I think that's a positive. Thuram, ball into Depay. Surely! Oh, it's Memphis Depay again. It's Memphis Depay again. He's magic. He really is magic. We do well to win the ball back. Thuram plays the ball perfectly into Memphis Depay. And it's 2-1. Pretty professional performance in the end from your boy and from Inter Milan. And there we go. We take a 2-1 victory, which is massive in the grand scheme of the title race. They played unbelievably well. I feel pretty lucky, to be honest with you. Bit of genius from Memphis Depay. Some good play from the boys. That second half was a million times better. Okay, we've got interest in Berardi. I want Berardi. I think I'm going to make that deal happen. The Marco bid here from Torino. I kind of still want to keep the Marco. I'm not using him a lot, but he doesn't seem unhappy. I'm going to go in for Berardi. He just suits us. He just suits our team. I like his skill moves. I like his pace. I like his ability on the ball. I just like him, so we're going to go in for him. It's not even a hefty transfer bid either. This is a really decent bid for a player that is very well rated. Will come into the team instantly and be a star We're going to pay 27 million for him, I think, roughly around that. It's a steal. This should be the last deal of the window as well. I feel like we're basically robbing Sassuolo here. We've got Scamacca, who didn't have a good game last time out, to be fair. And now Berardi, I would say he's been their star man now for years. But hopefully he's going to be our star man now. Help carry us over the line in the Champions League and the league. Fighting on all these fronts has been difficult. I'm going to give him 50k. I'll give him a 310k signing on bonus. See if he'll accept that. He wants a lot more. It's fine. We can happily pay it. I think he'll be a star for us. That's the window done then. Correa, Gravenberch, Bremer, Thuram, Depay, Denayer, Ravella, and Berardi. Feel like they're all fantastic signings. This hopefully is going to be the team that helps us kind of fight on two fronts now. There is some money left. There is some time left in the window, so I'm never saying never, but I feel like we're done. Italian Cup quarterfinal. We're not going to play it. We're going to sim it. Hopefully we get a result. We won this trophy last season, so to go as far as we could again this year, it'd be nice, right? It would be nice. 4-1, but oh, wow. We absolutely smashed Roma. Scamacca getting a bit of redemption for himself. Denayer with his first goal for the club. Scamacca, some true redemption for himself. He bagged himself 2 goals after coming on for Lautaro Martinez. Memphis Depay. Of course he got in on the act. He always gets in on the act. We'll line up 2 semi-finals against Atalanta. I don't know if we play them, but still, that's pretty big. Maybe another cup final. Here we go then, deadline day. And I'm not sure right what's going to happen. We don't have to sell anyone. Don't really feel the need to move anyone on. That's not going to happen. They are getting closer to a bid that I would maybe have to think about and accept. But not on deadline day. Like, imagine trying to replace your best centre-back on deadline day when you're a team that is fighting for the league and the Champions League. Not going to happen. Perisic, of course, not retiring for whatever reason. Don't know why. Maybe going to Espanyol by the looks of it. Here we go then. End of the transfer window. And I'm just kind of intrigued. We spent 66 million but brought in 42. I mean, we brought in more than that because Hakan should be on that list. I don't know why he isn't. I just kind of wanted to see if anybody else, any of our rivals did much big business, but Milan didn't. Napoli kind of. They're fighting for the title. Juve, pretty much nothing, which is crazy when you think about their position. Roma lost Zaniolo, so feels like the Italian league's transfers are not very good. The teams in Italy here are getting weaker. They're not getting stronger. We're not seeing teams really strengthen, which is quite surprising, to be honest. So here we go then. Roma take 2, this time in the league. Hopefully similar result incoming. 4-1 last time out. Very strong squad again. They'll be 3-1 this time. Bremer scoring and Memphis Depay with another double. The man is a goal machine for us at the moment. It's unreal how impressive he's been. First leg in the cup against Atalanta. This is the team. I have rotated a little touch, and I don't really care that much about this cup. If we get there, we'll play it, obviously. It's great to have a final. We might play the second leg if it looks like we can get to the final against Atalanta, but we went down 3-1, man. They have got such a good squad. Benzema does so well in the sim, and then Kovacic as well. Of course, they're a little bit older, but still a great result. Memphis Depay, though, still managing to bag a goal regardless. And I think considering we always play the big teams, I'm actually going to play this Sampdoria game because I want to mix it up a little bit with the teams we play. This might be the final season. We'll see. I kind of want your feedback down below as well. Should this be the final season if we do manage to kind of win what we want to win? We've built a really good squad here. I'm really happy with the team we've built. Maybe it could be time to move on after this season, but this will be the starting 11. Ravella gets his first start for the club. Berardi will start as well. The first played game that we start him in. That's the Sampdoria team. I feel like there should be a lot of space, but they got 2 strikers, so you never know. These kind of teams can take you by surprise. Well, it's chucking it down. Absolutely chucking it down. That shouldn't affect us, though. Scamacca's redemption in a played game now, hopefully. I've gone back to Lautaro in his usual position. He's played that so often. Well, that's great from him, and he finds Scamacca tight angle. We'll get a corner, though, from that, surely. No corner for Yorkie. Quite understanding why. I'm sure that must have taken a deflection. But anyway, that could be interesting to see because obviously Depay has done so well in that position. Scamacca's pass there was just never going to make it. He doesn't have that passing range. Depay is so comfortable in that position and he's proven himself there now. That's great defending from Skriniar. He'll thread that through the eye of the needle as well. And Lautaro, that is so close. That is such a good block as well. Oh, Lautaro might be found. He won't be. Thuram. Just a couple of passes here that are missing that would probably lead to goals. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I knew that was going to be a goal. We were so out of position. And all that great play at the start without that final end product for us. We got a bloody goal down. This is not nothing new. We do this a lot. We just don't look at that. We're all at sea. And I knew we were. Once Danea went in, Bremer's out of position. And Nana didn't stand a chance. And we've handed that goal on a plate to Sampdoria from a poor pass from Thuram, really, to kick it all off. Well, we're getting used to coming back from a goal down, I guess. Why have it any different here? Nicolau Barella. Oh, my God. What a tackle that. Oh, this might be a red. Thank God. That'd have been a red. That could have been painful for us. Now, it was outside the box. Is this my first free kick? Well, Scamacca is the best at this, apparently. Here we go. See what happens. I'm going to go there. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. It's green. Oh, that was going to be our first free kick goal. It's just over the bar. I think that's the closest we've come. I genuinely was in the belief that's my first free kick goal. The wait goes on. Graven Birch pings that one out to Lautaro Martinez. Well, there's nobody near him. Scamacca! And there we go. That's more like it. That's where we need to be putting the ball for Scamacca as well. He's not a technical player. He doesn't have that ability. And he doesn't seem to be growing in that sense either. Like, technically, he is still pretty trash. But there we go. That's the kind of goal he scores. And what a great assist from Lautaro Martinez. I knew once I put him in that position, danger. Danger. And what a goal that is. Well, it's a nice goal anyway. Berardi now picks that one up. He wants to run a Lautaro Martinez. He's going to have it as well. The ball to Lautaro Martinez from him was superb. And Lautaro does find the back of the net, as you'd expect Lautaro to do. But what a ball that was from Berardi. What a run and what a ball. He was the right signing. I know it. Knew it when we were looking for him as well. That is just perfectly weighted for Lautaro. There is room there now for Barella. Scamacca. Oh, he'll be wondering why he didn't score. And he stayed down there with an injury. The whistle finally came, and it was forthcoming. 4 minutes into 1 minute added on. Obviously, from the ref. Great guy. Nice lad as well. Really nice lad. That could be the end of Scamacca's season. Just after he was having a really good performance. I'm actually going to bring on Damsgaard here, and I'm going to push Thuram up top next to Lautaro. Brings that one into Ravella. Ravella then turning Lautaro Martinez. Oh my God, I thought Thuram was just going to nod that one home. I think he might have been offside. Yeah, I get to that. That's actually a really good run from Conte. And a good touch as well. That was a good block from Skriniar. Tello now, well blocked by Danea. Damsgaard will get that one out. He's found Thuram. Thuram's going to try and break away, yeah? Thuram might actually break away. Thuram pings that one over to Lautaro Martinez. Can't miss this time, surely. And that will be the game done and dusted. Means we can rest some players, but this isn't a bad sub to be able to make, is it? Memphis Depay comes on for Lautaro Martinez. 2 top goal scorers this season. Absolutely potent, both of them, and I can make that sub. Correa will also come on for Barella. Wasn't as routine as I thought it was going to be, obviously with the start that we had, but in the end we do beat Sampdoria 3-1, and another good victory today. And it was good to see some of the other players. I'm still good about that moment right there, though, where we nearly scored our first free kick here from FIFA 22. It's bad done it halfway through the game cycle, only just about to score our first free kick. Now, Scamacca did get injured, though, which is, I mean, it's just not nice news to see that. We do finish this episode sat top of Serie A, though, which is great news, and it's really bad news for Scamacca. That will be his season. So we have seen the Fry's season ended. We have now seen Scamacca's season ended. That will be it. It will be done and dusted for him. Luckily, we're quite blessed up top with the fact that Thuram can play up there. We've got more than enough bodies to cover it. How have I still got an unavailable player? Oh, he's on the bench. So we've got enough bodies to cover it, but it's just a real shame that. I guess I kind of wanted this to be maybe a little mini breakout year for him. I don't know, but we will kick off. I pressed the wrong button. We will kick off the next episode by taking on Chelsea in the Champions League. We should probably have both legs the next episode, see if we can get through to the next round. That's going to be it for me. Appreciate you all. Take it easy. Smash the sub button, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.